Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to today's video, and it's a chat video today. I get quite a lot of people emailing me and sending me messages on various platforms saying, Trev, I'm coming out and I don't really know what to expect regarding the bars, etc. How does it all work? What do I need to be aware of? What's the good bits, the bad bits, etc. So I thought, well, what we'll do is let's make a video just to cover that. And what I would ask, guys, is those of you that have been in many times, can please share your experiences. You know, that's what makes this community so good, is we've got a lot of people in there that have got far more knowledge than me that can help and guide you as well. So guys, I'm going to go through the points. There's quite a few points, but when I go through them point by point, please add your bit in, tell me if there's something I've missed maybe, and just share your experiences and help people understand when they're coming out for the first time what to expect. And it's a good little tick list. So don't worry, you're not going to sit here looking at me for while I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do is, Bo's very kindly going to put a load of overlays on. So Bo, do that for me now, please. Right, so where are we going with? So number one, and that is, what type of bars do we have here? So there's basically 5 types of bars. When you walk around the city, you'll see all these bars. They'll be screaming out saying, hello, hello. Or they won't be screaming. The girls will be saying, hello, hello, come and join us. So the first one we got is, if you go down like places like Second Road, all around sort of Pattaya, you've got what we call open bars. Open bars are bars where there's just seats at the front where you can people watch as people come past. They're generally speaking single units. Some are a bit bigger. You've got places like the Triangle or something like that, are big units. But generally speaking, open bars are normally sort of the small units with a handful of girls. And you can sit there, you can have a beer, play pool, etc. It's quite a nice environment. It's a nice environment if you just want to chill out, relax, and not get hassled. Then we have closed bars. And closed bars are what goes on behind the doors, stays behind the doors, if you understand what I'm saying. And these kind of bars, when you go into them, there'll be a lot more girls. Normally they're sort of like sofa lays out. There's lots of sofas there and probably a pool table in quite a few of them. And, really and truly speaking, what happens there is the girls will sit down and chat to you and make you feel very welcome. One thing to be very careful of, guys, is we do have a lot of ladyboy bars here. And if that's not your thing, it's not a problem. Don't worry about it. Quite a few of the bars that are specifically ladyboy bars are very obvious, so you're not going to stumble in there and suddenly have a surprise. And, when you go in, the girls are very friendly. They're a lot, in my opinion, and maybe you disagree, but in my opinion, I think the ladyboy bars are far more friendly than most of the girl bars, to be honest with you. But, when you go in, it's a nice environment. And if you haven't experienced it, I suggest you do. Try it out, guys. Check it out. It really is good fun. But a lot of the ladyboy bars are around sort of like soy chipon or soy pothole, as we call it, in the soy bacao area. So, when you're wandering around, don't be offended or surprised if you see a ladyboy as you go in, hello, and all that sort of stuff. Come in and buy you a drink. Just enjoy it for the atmosphere that it is and for the moment that you're going to share as an experience in your life. Now, excuse me, gents clubs. Gents clubs are far more discreet. They're generally speaking like a house, a villa kind of setup where you'll go off to a different random location. They're not necessarily in the heart of the city. There are quite a few. You've got Heaven Above, Club Fate. You've got some good ones here. You've got quite a lot along Soy Chaiapun. There's quite a few gents clubs here. When you go in, again, it's a behind closed doors environment. Generally speaking, there's a lot more girls, and it's a bit more enjoyable in terms of fun and laughter and things that go on. So when you walk into the gents clubs, just be very, very aware that, it's quite an experience. There are a lot here, so when you go in, don't be surprised. There's normally about, anything between 10 to 13 girls, depending on which one you go into. And it's behind closed doors. They normally stay open until quite late, the early hours of the morning. So again, if you're out and about doing your thing, maybe going a bit people watching in the open front bars, then you're having a wander around, then you end up in a gents club, or you're in for a nice evening. And lastly, we've got the go-go bars. When you come out here, there are go-go bars. And all I will say is with the go-go bars, remember it's a business. And when they're in there and the girls are dancing and you're seeing a lot of entertainment, a lot of fun, and just it's costing you a drink, well, when the girls come and sit with you, they will try to get as many drinks out of you as possible, simply because they've got to make their quota. And also, you're getting some great entertainment for free as such, and you're just buying your own drink. So please be aware that when you go to the go-go bars, particularly in Walking Street, you might find the girls are a little bit eager to get a drink out of you, a lot more so than if you was here in Soy Bacao, LK Metro, around this area. Number 2, the meet and greet. So when you walk into these venues, number one is, remember, you're the customer. You're the guy that's in charge. So when you go in, you will find the girls will come up to you and say, hello, come in, sit down, and they'll go and get you a drink. They'll sit next to you. Now, maybe that girl isn't ticking your boxes, and that's fine. I find it very common that guys are a little bit shy in terms of saying to the girl, sorry, I'm not interested, like, can you leave me alone, please? Remember, guys, this is your holiday. This is how you enjoy yourself. And if the girl that you're sitting with isn't ticking your boxes for whatever reason, be very polite, say, sweetheart, I'm okay, thank you very much. And you can even, if you're looking around, say, but you could send your friend over, let your friend come and sit with me. So, don't be bullied, don't be pushed into sitting down with someone that you don't necessarily want to sit with. Remember, they understand it's a business as well. They don't want to sit with you if you're not interested in her, because likewise, you're not going to buy many drinks. And so it's a win-win for both of you. No, not interested. Okay, thank you very much. Don't waste my time. And by the way, I'll send my friend over. She can sit with you and you can have your fun that way. So remember, guys, when you go in, don't get bullied. Don't let the people, push you around. It's your holiday, your money. You spend it as you wish. Number 3, bar managers and mamasans. So when you go into these environments, generally speaking, they'll have either or. Either will be a bar manager or a mamasan of some. Some places have got both. So like, for instance, if you come into the Buzzing Lounge here, we've got both. But what the roles are very separate, very different. So the bar manager, if you go into a bar and you have an issue with a bin, you have an issue with something that you're not quite sure about, or you've got a question to ask, or they got you the wrong drink, the bar manager is the guy that will help you out. He's the guy that is the intermediary between you and the cashier, you and what's going on in terms of inside the bar. That's his role, is to take care of the bar and whatever happens. The mamasan, she is your point of contact with the girls. So, for example, if you go in and let's just say you ordered a drink and it's the wrong drink and the cashier doesn't understand it, you can speak to the barman and say, listen, I ordered this, she gave me that, it's wrong, and he will rectify it for you, no issues at all. On the other side of the coin, if you're sitting down with a girl and maybe she's pushing you to either drinks or you're not really happy with what the situation is, you can go to the mamasan and say, sweetheart, I'm not really happy, can you please help me out? And she will do. That's her role. So there's 2 roles, very clear. Bar managers and mamasans. Make sure that you understand what each person does. No point going up to a mamasan if you want to talk about what's going on in the city. There's some really lovely mamasans here, by the way. Where are we now? 1, 2, 3. Number 4, girls. When you walk into these places, I often hear people say, oh, you got to wear your gold, you got to dress to impress, all that stuff. Guys, you really don't. You really don't. Just dress how you feel. If you're comfortable wearing shorts and flip-flops like I've done for 11 years here, then wear shorts and flip-flops. If you want to dress up, well, then that's up to you. But the point is that girls don't really care. They'll soon work you out. And, sorry, I've got a really bad cough today. Don't give yourself away. When you sit down and I've got this, I do this, I do that, I do this shit. They don't really care. What they care about is, are you going to buy them drinks? And that's what they've heard. Oh, I'm a space pilot. I'm an astronaut. Oh, I'm a company director. Oh, I'm a multimillionaire. Or they've heard that 1,000 times, guys. They really aren't interested. What they care about is, are you going to buy me some drinks? And can we sit down and have a chat and have some fun? So when you go in to see the girls, don't be offended by if they're a bit off with you. They don't really mean it. They just want to know, where they stand with you. They'll try and work you out quite quickly. But at the end of the day, at least then when you sit down, you know where you are with things. And on the subject of drinks, make sure you control the drink ratio. And by that, what I'm saying is this. Number 1, a lot of the go-go bars, if you say to a girl, can I get you a drink? She'll come back with a shot. And you've got to be very, very clear at the outset. I'll buy you a drink, but I'm not buying you a shot. I will buy you a drink, a normal drink. I'm not buying you a shot. So clarify that before she walks off and comes back with a shot that's going to take her less than 2 seconds to neck. And then she's going to sit there twiddling her thumb saying, you're going to buy me another drink. Because trust me, over a period of an hour, that will soon add up. And especially if you're in some of the go-go bars here, a shot is probably 220, 240, maybe a bit more. So, you imagine if you bought like 4 or 5 of those in the next 30 minutes, your bin's going to rack up. So, and also when you're sitting down drinking, if you notice that she's drinking really, really quickly, just tell her, just say cha-cha, which means slowly, yeah? And don't be afraid if she gets up, just say, well, then go away. I'm not interested, because remember, there's a business to them. So what they're trying to do is get as many drinks through their ratio as they can at your expense. And you need to be in control. You need to calm the drinks down. Say, listen, sweetheart, I'll buy you a drink, but no shots. So I'm telling you what you're going to drink. You're not going to drink a shot. And I want you to drink it slowly so we're at the same sort of pace. Because otherwise, you can end up drinking, your drink and 4 for her. The average drink ratio should be 2 to 1, depending on what you're drinking. So if you're drinking a bottle of beer, maybe 2 to 1. If you're drinking a vodka soda like I do, then it's probably 1 for 1 normally. But anyway, my point being is, make sure that you control the ratio as to where you are with things and what she's drinking and how she's drinking. I've lost my line now. Where am I? 1, 2. I should have written this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, 5. Right, number 6. I'm going to write this down. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right. Number 6, attention from the girl. You may find that when you sit down with a girl, things aren't progressing as perhaps you initially wanted. And don't be offended by that. It's better that she's up front and you're up front at the outset rather than trying to kid yourself that things might develop and get better later on. What you will find is that the girls that are digging you will make it quite clearly obvious. They'll put their hand on your leg, they'll cuddle you, they'll probably kiss you, whatever. There's a lot of interaction that they'll show you in order to tell you that, look, if you want to progress things further, then, I'm up for it if you are. Likewise, on the other side of the coin, look at the girl's body language. So, for instance, if she sits down, she crosses her leg and her leading leg's facing away from you, that's not a good sign. She's already saying, no, I'm not really interested, I just want my drinks. So be very aware of what goes on. Be very, very aware. Make sure that you've got an idea as to where we are with things and, how the interaction is working, if it's worth pursuing or it's better to cut your losses and say, do you know what, I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. So be very, very aware as to the body language. Number 7, taking things further. So remember, if you've decided to go out of the building for some evening entertainment, you want to go off and have some food somewhere or whatever, some of the girls will say, oh, can we go to this bar? And you're thinking to yourself, well, why have I got to go to that bar? Well, the reason they want to take you to that bar is simply because if they go in there, you will be paying drinks for her and she will be getting commission. So remember, again, this is your holiday. This is your time. It's your money. You've worked damn hard for your money. So spend it how you want. If you don't want to go to the bar that she's suggesting, just say, no, I don't want to go there. We're going to go here. And take control of the situation. Because otherwise, you'll find yourself in a bar. And then what normally happens, or can happen, is when you go in, you walk through the door and suddenly all the friends are, oh, here she is, here's our friend, blah, blah, blah. And then what happens then is next thing you know, you've got 4 or 5 girls around you and they're all expecting drinks. And as you can imagine, as I said earlier, it starts to add up. So when you are walking out the door, be very clear as to where you want to go. I want to go for food, then I want to go to, Insomnia, 808, Candy Shop, wherever you want. If clubbing is your thing, maybe you don't want to do that. Maybe you just want to go back and relax. Make your intentions very, very clear, because the last thing you want to do is to walk out the door and go, well, I don't really know where to go. What do you think? And she'll be like, oh, happy days. Let's go here because I'm going to get paid extra money on it. So remember, guys, take control of the situation and make sure that you are happy where you're going, and certainly don't allow her to bring all her friends over and you start being the open wallet buffalo. Number 8. So when you're going to go back, let's just say you want to go back and relax. The next thing is to make sure you clarify at what stage is the relaxation over and the lady in question is going to leave. Over the last few years, I've heard very, very various stories about people saying, oh, we went back and had a bit of relaxation and literally she went, I'm going. I've had other guys saying, I need a crowbar to get her out of the bed because she won't leave. And it's like midday and I'm really like, come on, you got to go. Remember that when you are here and you do get some relaxation, please take control of the situation again. Say, look, we can go back, but I need to be off doing my things at, say, whatever, 10 o'clock, or I want to go and have breakfast. And if you do go down this route, then again, please make sure that when you go down this route, protect your valuables. Don't leave your wallet on the side of the bed or your watch or anything, gold chains, jewelry, anything like that. Don't leave anything out that may lead into a situation where temptation gets the better of her and you end up sitting there thinking, I'm sure I had that there, where's that gone? So if you are relaxing, make sure that you've put all your stuff that you need, all your valuables and everything, put them inside the hotel safe. The hotel safe is very good. It's there for a reason. Use it. Don't get caught out. And likewise, if you've had a few too many beers, try to adjust your brain to say to yourself when you walk through the door, put my valuables in the safe out of harm's way. Because if you're like me, when I've had a few drinks, as soon as I touch the pillow, that's it. I'm gone. I'm out. I'm seeing there. And so, I would be an absolutely prime target if I was to go down that route, lay on the bed, that's it. I'm gone, done and dusted. And she's thinking, happy days, look what we got here. And I'm going to disappear. The one thing that you want to be aware of is if you are going to go for some relaxation, make sure that the ID card is handed over to reception in the hotel. And normally what the hotel will do is they'll ring you on your room service to say, hi, everything okay? Such and such wants to leave now. Is that good for you? So you do have a bit of a get out of jail card. But what I'm saying to you guys is if you are relaxing and you are going to fall asleep, put all your valuables and anything, your possessions that you don't want to lose in your safe, and your job's a good one. Right, so number 9, the last one, and that is basically you've gone out, you've had your fun, etc. Now you want to go back to the same place. So you've been out, you've had a good time, you think, I really enjoyed that bar. Let me go back and pick up where I left off. There's 2 situations that are going to face you. Well, 3 possibly. Number 1, when you walk through the door, she may be sitting with somebody else. And that's at the stage when you've got to control the emotions in your mind about jealousy and disappointment, all those kind of things. It is a business, guys. It is a business. So please don't get yourself in a tizwaz over that. Just say, well, okay, that's cool, no problems whatsoever. Number 2, she might be there waiting for you, and then straight away she'll be over to you, and you're like, oh, here we go again. However, you might just want a quiet drink. You might not want to progress like you did the other day. So you think to yourself, well, I'm not really sure what to do. Anyway, I'll go down this route for a while. And the other situation is you go there and you want to take another lady out for some relaxation. Be very careful, guys. Remember, it's all Thai girls, well, not just Thai girls, but Thai people in general, all about losing face. And so if you walk into a bar and you decide that you don't want to relax with that particular person you relaxed with before, and you want to go off and do some relaxation with somebody else, all of our friends are going to say to her, well, why has he gone off with this lady and not come back to you? What went wrong? So it is quite an emotional situation. It is about losing face. So, if you do go back, remember if she sat with another customer, and I know what you're going to say, well, hang on, if she sat with another customer, why can't I go off and relax with somebody else? But the point is, she's working. So you're on holiday, but she's actually working. So that's how they'll answer it in their mind. Well, I'm working. That's my job. Whereas if you go in, it's your holiday, you're there to choose. And if you choose somebody else, that will make her lose face and she won't be happy about that. So, but anyway, there you go. That's it. So hopefully these few tips and advice will help you out. Like I say, guys, there is a lot of more knowledgeable people than me here in the channel. So if you are, please, if I've missed anything, drop your comments below. Give me some, share some experiences you've had. Let us know where you tripped up or where you had a great time. It happens. I've had it. I had it with Apon down in the beer bar garden, the Pattaya beer garden just before there, the complex there. We went off and relaxed one evening. The next day I went back, it wasn't there, so I relaxed with somebody else. Went back the third day, she threw a bottle at me. She was mental, and I was like, wow, what's all this about? So it can happen. It does happen. So just be prepared. But when you come out here, guys, you'll have a great time. You'll have a great time. Don't listen to the doom and gloomers, the naysayers. Oh, it's not like it used to be. Trust me, you'll have a good time out here, guys, 100%. And like I said before, if you have got any stories you want to share or any experience or any knowledge that I've missed or anything like that, tips and advice, please drop them down below, guys. It's worth its weight in gold, and it helps people avoid making mistakes that probably you and myself have made in the past. So there we are, guys. That's it. Firstly, what I want to say is if you are a subscribing member of the channel, which is very, very appreciated, please remember, guys, we've changed our PayPal account. Please go into your PayPal and change it to the PayPal link in the description of this video down below. Don't continue to use the old PayPal. Use the new one for me, please. It just keeps everything under one roof. All right, so there we are. Please remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Have a look on our Instagram and our TikTok. Instagram is all about nightlife. It's going from strength to strength. Over 14,000 members in there. It's going every day, getting more and more. So check it out. Loads of little videos in there, clippings when we're going around. I do little snippets, both myself, Michael, Beer, all of us. We bring that to the channel. So have a look at that, guys. Instagram is more about daytime stuff. We are looking to do like hotel reviews and food reviews, all those kind of things. So have a look at that, guys, on Instagram and TikTok. They really are brilliant. Check out Discord. Discord is a completely free platform, a chat room. It's where all the information is going on there and lots of advice and tips and advice. We are in the process of bringing out a new mobile app, which will be probably about another 6 to 8 weeks, maybe a bit longer. Very, very complex. But once it's launched, it will be fantastic. It's definitely something to have a look at, and it's going to be a totally free download. Have a look at that. And if you'd like to support the channel, like I mentioned earlier, there is a link to our members there on buzzingpattaya.com. Have a look on there, please, guys, and thank you very much for your support. All right, that's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.